Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Oriel Morrison-Higgins and I'm joined today by Warwick Grigor, the Chairman of Aguia Resources. Warwick, it's so good to have you with us today.
I'm delighted to be here, Oriel.
Now we've got some exciting news to talk about. You are now officially a producer and you've started producing fertiliser in southern Brazil. Tell us more.
Well, we've opened our phosphate mine at Três Estradas in Brazil. Last week I was across on site at the official opening. We had 300 guests, we had ministers, we had local community, we had a lot of workers. I was very impressed with the degree of support by the local community, which augurs well for the future. We started production initially on one shift a day. It was almost seamless. We will ramp up our production over the next few months, but we've already seen the efficiency of the plant, and on an hourly rate, it looks like it could be delivering us 200,000 tonnes per annum, which is 30% more than we were forecasting a few months ago. So that's a great result so far.
So how have you managed that, Warwick? Because that's a significant percentage above original capacity.
Yes, it is. I think it comes down to more conservatism than anything else. It's always good to under-promise and over-deliver. But we're dealing with a very soft material. The Pampa Phos material that we spread on the paddocks, that comes from a soft saprolite ore, virtually no crushing, just a little bit of crushing it towards the back end. But I can't see where the wear factors will be on the plant which would give us any problems. So we've always said this is one of the most technically simple processing operations you could imagine, and it's proving to be that way now.
Now, Warwick, Brazil imports at the moment around 85% of its fertiliser needs, its fertiliser requirements. The fact that you're now making this locally is significant. So how big an opportunity is this for you?
Well, it's tremendous. We can undercut the pricing of any import if we want, but it's not really necessary. Due to the Iran war, prices have gone through the roof. There's a shortage. We've got much better commercial terms for the sales that we're achieving this month and going forward. We're import replacing, and the government's very keen on that. We also produce a more suitable product than imported phosphate because we're producing rock phosphate. Call it organic if you will, but it doesn't have the chemicals and the nitrates and all the other complications that higher grade imported phosphate has. And in fact, it's more suitable to the local soils around Brazil, which are more acidic. So basically, we've got an open pathway for us to grow our production over the next few years and expand without any problems of oversupply.
Well, in fact, talking about orders, you've already got orders in for more than 70% of your projected output. So how quickly will that turn into real sales?
It's happening as we speak. What we had, first of all, were letters of intent. Now that we've registered the product for saleability in Brazil, we're out there actually securing contracts and getting income now. So it's been a very quick turnaround in getting customers signed up and getting money in the door, and that's just going to accelerate over the coming month or two as our sales force of 20 individuals work the 300 square kilometres or radius of 300 kilometres from the plant. It's looking very good so far.
Good stuff. All right. So, Warwick, from the investment side, what should investors expect to hear from you, and when? Do you have a sort of a rough timeline as when you can give us an update as to how everything's going?
Well, where we get material sales contracts right now up at the beginning, we'll let the market know about that. You've got your normal quarterly reports that come later, but I think the excitement and the uncertainties when plants commission, I think it's a good idea to keep investors, shareholders up front informed, to let them know that we've got no problems, and then if they want to know what we expect, we've had plenty of releases in the past to say what we're looking for. But you can imagine at 200,000 tonnes per annum instead of 150,000 tonnes per annum, it's going to be a lot more profitable to us. So when we still don't think that the market fully understands this, maybe it's not an exciting product, being phosphate, fertiliser, but it's very important in Brazil, and the cash flow powerhouse that we are, and the growth curve we're moving on to over the next few years, it's going to make shareholders very happy.
Well, we're most certainly looking forward to following your announcements and your journey. Warwick, we appreciate your time. Thanks for chatting to us today.
You're welcome. Thanks, Oriel.